Today I'm just going to show you really quickly some ins and outs of how to use Zoom for video conferencing. I use Zoom for all of my client meetings that are not done in person, which is really helpful. I'm recording this right now during worldwide coronavirus lockdown where we're all just working from home, and so I thought I would share my tips on how I don't need a lot of client meetings anymore. Real quick, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Heather McKay. I'm a professional wedding photographer based in Rochester, New York, and I work worldwide. Most of my clients do not live in Rochester, so I've really perfected quote-unquote in-person sales, but doing it remotely. And also as an eco-friendly photographer, I also really like working with couples remotely so that we don't have to drive, different things like that. I've used Zoom and a couple other tools that you'll find on my channel for working remotely with my photography business for years. And that's the kind of stuff you can find on my channel. It's basically how to sell and how to not do it in person. I just want to give you a couple tips, 3 tips, how to video conference with Zoom. If you haven't heard of Zoom, it's similar to Skype or FaceTime, where it's a video chat service, but it's a lot more powerful. One thing I love about it is that it's a lot more stable with your internet than Skype and FaceTime. The second thing I love about it is that you can screen share. So I can walk my clients through looking through their wedding photos for the first time or family photos for the first time. I can do it with them, quote unquote, in person over video chat, and I can control the whole situation as if I was in person, which is amazing. And then the third thing I love about it is that I can record these for later use. Which is really helpful if you're worried about a client forgetting what you say, or if you're worried about someone remembering, or sometimes you have a client that you're just like, I need everything in writing. But I actually record them because I use them for all of my coaching calls. So I coach photographers on their pricing and on sales and on this kind of stuff. And with mine, I like to record them so that they have it for reference later, because we usually go over a lot of information. So those are the 3 main reasons I love Zoom. But now, without further ado, I'm just going to show you how it works. So you can just go to zoom.us and download Zoom. It's free, and for most purposes it's free. Okay, so you can actually do a one-on-one meeting with a client for free. You just download the software, send them a link, they click the link, and Zoom automatically asks them if they want to join. If they don't have a video chat capability on their computer, or they just want to call in, they can actually use a phone call and call in, and then they can only hear you. They won't be able to see you if they call in. But I have Zoom downloaded already on my computer, so I'm just going to open it real quick. So this is what it looks like once you've set it up. So you do want to go through when you get in there the first time, you want to go into preferences, and you would just want to like set up, make sure your microphone works. You want to set your video quality and check that. Make sure you have good lighting on you, but you want to make sure that you check all these boxes that you find appropriate. You can manage all your settings. You can do a virtual background. You can choose whether you're going to record it and where it's going to save on your hard drive. And then there's just different stuff. One thing that's nice is to look at your keyboard shortcuts. So just go through and take a minute and do all of this. The other thing is, when you go to the website and you sign up for the first time, you do want to put in like a photo for yourself and all your pertinent details. That way when you email your clients, they know who it's coming from and things like that. And so let me just show you what it looks like to do a new meeting. Pretty simple. I mean, really, you just go in a new meeting. If you need to share it with a client, you can use this drop down and go copy or copy invitation, and then you just copy that and text it to them or email them, and it gives them all the information that they need. It says, Heather McKay is inviting you to a Zoom chat. Here's the details. Here's how you call in. So I'm just going to go ahead and start a new video and show you what this looks like. You can unmute yourself here. You can do a video here. First of all, again, you can invite them when you're already in. If they join you, you'll hear a ding, and it'll show you a 2, and then they should join you. So if they don't join you, then you'll hit manage participants, and you can see whether they have a microphone or video. And that way you can talk it out with them and troubleshoot with them. I usually tell people to get into their Zoom a few minutes early so that they have that information. But the other thing I want to do is show you how to screen share. So this is really what I do when I meet with my clients. I just say, hi, how you doing, blah, 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 hope you're doing good, chit chat for a few minutes. And then when I'm ready to present the information, then I tell them, hey, I'm going to screen share with you and take over the screen. It gives you a couple options. So you can use your desktop. You can go to an open tab that you have available. I can show you these photos that I pulled up in preview. You can also go from your phone, which is cool. And you can also do a whiteboard, which is really great. But basically, I'm going to just do Google Chrome. And I just want to show you what I would do for an in-person client meeting and doing it remotely. So I'm just going to click share, and now you can see. Now you can see everything. This is only shown to me. And so now I'm looking at Google Chrome. That's all my client is going to see. And what I would do if I'm going to release, like let's say I'm going to release their web gallery for the first time, I would just talk to them because they are there with you. So just talk to them about their photos, show them how your web gallery works. I use Shootproof, which I have a referral code and a link below to that if you want to check it out. So hit open gallery. I'll just do my personal email address and then type in, this one had a password. And so anyway, I'd just be like, hi, blah, 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 Zane and Ashley. Let me show you your web gallery. And I have this little welcome video for anybody that looks at their gallery. Close that out. You just talk it out and just say, hey, here you go. I've separated out your wedding into all these different points of the day so that you can just jump to it. But if you want to see all the photos and like connect this to your TV and look at it big using Apple TV or some sort of streaming service, then connect it to your TV and look at them big with me. Most clients will do that ahead of time, especially if we're doing a meeting like this. So you can look at all photos, but let's just look at a couple photos. Here, I'll bring up ambiance just because it's more fun. So anyway, you just walk them through it, how you would walk them through it in person. Things that I would tell them would be like how to order a photo and show them where the price list is, show them extra things. But most importantly, I would show them that they can mark their favorites and they can share things on Facebook and how to put an order in. So this is what you would do. Just walk them through it, show them how if you hover over it, they have those options, or they can click on something and look at all the photos big. So just, give them an idea of how your web gallery works, plant seeds for sales, and tell them what you want them to do specifically. So for me, I do wedding albums with all of my couples. So specifically, I want my couples to mark their favorites as they go through so that we can look at them later. And, you just can show them how this all works, because some people are not tech savvy. You just kind of point out whatever you want to point out with them. And then because they're on Zoom with you, they can see everything you're doing and they can talk to you and then ask you questions. So it's nice for you to get reactions of people. It's really helpful, again, if you want to sell but not be in person. So if I was delivering a family portrait gallery, for example, what I would do is I would show them how to use the gallery, and then I would go back and I would show them how to place an order. Or I would go through the photos with them and guide them towards placing an order. How do we do that? So let's just say they wanted to order a 5x7 of this photo. They can add it to the shopping cart. I would just walk them through this and point out what you have in your shopping cart, okay? So tell them like these are just loose prints. They can order a canvas and there's different sizes. I would let them know that if they don't see a size they want, they can always ask me for something special. Metal prints, explain what metal prints are, and then go through the products and books, because this one you actually have to click on the things to see what they are. So these are books down here, and I would just let them know, hey, if you want to order a parent album, pick 20 photos, put them in your favorites folder, and we'll make a book because I can see your favorites folder. So just let them know how you want them to place the order, and then let them know what these different things are. So a wallet accordion book is right here, and then I have a photo of what that is here. So it's just nice to show them how to place an order and how to add it to their cart. That way they will order stuff. Otherwise, you take their order by yourself. So that's it. I just use Zoom for this kind of stuff. If I have to release a web gallery without a client being in person, or if I'm trying to work on a wedding album with someone, then I can bring up my website and I can show them different wedding album things. Then I will just bring this up, over Zoom. So I use Zoom for a lot of things, and I'm going to do a follow-up video on how to use Loom, which is very similar. But Loom is nice because you don't even have to be at the same time. So Zoom is a video chat system where you're together and you set up a meeting appointment and you handle it for them. But with Loom, you can record all this stuff and just send it, which is nice. So I do that a lot, and I will definitely do another video on how Loom works. But Zoom is great if you want to video chat. So now I'm going to stop sharing, and I'll just let you know that that's Zoom. That's the basics of how I use Zoom for my business. Here's the only thing you need to know about Zoom, limitation-wise, is it's free if you do one-on-one. So just you and one client, it's free. And you can do unlimited meetings and knock yourself out. I do all my coaching clients that way. But if you're going to have multiple people call in to the call, like a webinar, or if you have a bride and her mom and they're not in the same room and they're both calling in, that's limited to 40 minutes. So that's the key there. But other than that, it's free. It's super easy to use. It's very easy for your client to use. They can use their phone if they want to, and it walks them through everything they need. So that is the basics of Zoom. I hope that you enjoy it. Leave me a comment down below if you have any questions or if you want me to do a demo on a more advanced part of Zoom. So anything you would do in person, you can do with Zoom. All right. Let me know if you're interested in some coaching. I do coach photographers specifically, but any creative or any online business, I can help you get better lighting for this kind of situation. This is not good lighting. Normally I would not have this. So I'm happy to help you with that. And I love helping people work remotely, especially photographers. There's no need to meet in person anymore with the technology we have available to us. If you haven't already, hit subscribe and that bell icon, and YouTube will just let you know when I have a new video. See you later.